Hello and welcome. We are going to talk about same 6-stage software development process again in this video. But this time we are going to talk about if you are not going to set up all these 6 stages manually, what will happen. Nowadays, whatever the softwares that we are using, let's say that Facebook or WhatsApp or any banking application or any e-commerce application, you will find out that all these softwares are updating on a regular basis. Software development process is now lifetime process. You have to improve your software every day. If you are not going to improve this, you will be out of the market. It is not era of 90s. You just develop one software and then your team is not working anymore and people are using this software from years and years. No. Every day we want new features. We want to solve all the bug from our softwares. And we are using all this application who is actually providing something new to us. So nowadays, software development process is a repeated process. Companies are going through all these 6 stages again and again. Now, in this era, if you are going to use manual method, if you are going to use all these 6 stages manually, it is time consuming. You cannot stay with your competitor because they are releasing updates regularly and your company is not. So you will be outdated. Just imagine or just understand the fights which is actually happening in India between Flipkart and Amazon. Both are updating their software, they are updating the new features very quickly. And Flipkart is giving actually tough fights to the Amazon. Other companies, they are literally died. Why? Because they are not able to provide updates for their application. And at the end, they become outdated. So, we need to understand that all these 6 stages of software development process must be automatic. In this video, I am going to explain you that if you are going to set a manual process, what are the challenges that you have, and if you want to set up this whole process automatic, how you can set up this and which tools that we need to use. Setting up all these 6 stages automatic, we call it CI/CD pipeline. We will discuss about how to set up this CI/CD pipeline, the components and all this. But today, in this video, my aim is to explain you about all these 6 stages, manual versus automatic. So, let's talk about our first tool, and the tool is our first stage, which is coding. Now, let's say that if you are going for the manual process of this particular stage, what will happen? Developer works independently on a different components of the software applications. Each developer writes code on their own local machine without immediate integration with other works. There is a limited collaboration and communication during this phase, with developer focusing on their assigned task. First of all, just understand that software development is team game. The code that I am writing, the code my colleague is writing, we have to integrate them. Now just imagine if you don't have communication with your colleague, how you can work with each other. And this is a limitations that we have when we are going to use a manual process. But if you are going to use automated process for this, then developer work collaboratively on the different components of the software application using version control system like Git. Each developer commits their changes to the shared repository frequently, ensuring continuous integration of code changes. You guys are already aware about this, right? You already understood Git. We already understood GitLab. how we can push code over there, how we can use collaborative environment, how we can add members in our GitLab repo so others can collaborate in a collaborative environment. Using Git and GitLab is kind of automation for our coding stage. Here I am going to explain you about tools for automation. When we are going to say that we are going to set up automated environment, it means there is softwares who is working to provide automated environment. So if you want to set up automatic coding environment, then you have to use some tools as well. Here I have some tools. These tools are like Git, GitLab, GitHub, Bitbucket. You are already aware about the Git, which is local repo. Now for collaborative environment or for cloud-based repository or a shared repository, you can use GitLab, GitHub, Bitbucket, any of them. For our course, we are using GitLab, right? Now, as we have cloud provider as well, and now companies are actually building a cloud-based application, we call it native cloud application. There are some tools in the cloud as well. Let's say that you have native cloud application, means you are developing application on the cloud. And if you want to set up automated environment in the cloud as well, for example, in AWS, they are actually providing a service called AWS Code Commit. What is AWS Code Commit? It is same as GitLab or GitHub or Bitbucket, but it is in AWS cloud. Same way, in Azure, we have Azure repos. So these are the tools that we are using at the coding stage for automation. And we already understood if we are going for the manual process, what will happen, and if we are going for the automation, what will happen and which tools we need to set up. After coding, we have another stage, we call it integration stage or build stage. As you know that, again, software development process is actually team game. I will upload my code, my colleague will upload their code, okay, and we are actually integrating this code into the integration stage or in the build stage. Now let's talk about this. Again, manual versus automated. So manual. Once developer complete the respective parts, they manually combine their code changes into the single code base. Manually, integration typically occur periodically or specific milestone rather than the continuously. Developer face challenges such as conflict code changes, inconsistent coding style, and compatibility issue during the manual integration. You know, all the software engineers need to decide one time that, okay, we will meet on every Friday at 6 o'clock. Okay, everybody will upload their part and then we will integrate them. Now, I have completed my work on Monday, but integration is going to happen on Friday. So I have to wait for 5 days. Now I can't sit over there free, right? So I'm going to use another part of the software. Okay, I'm working on another part from Tuesday to Thursday. On Friday, when we are going to integrate this particular software part, okay, my team member is saying that you need to change this. And I forget all the changes as well. So this is like a problematic over here. When we are going to use automated process, okay, whenever I will complete my part of the coding, I will upload this into the centralized repository, and there is a integration tool who is actually going to manage all this integration. So here, when we are going to set up automated process, I do not need to worry about Monday to Friday. Whenever I will complete my code on Monday, I will upload this, it will verify it. As soon as I will upload this, the whole integration software will verify this, and then they will give me OK signal. So this is what the power of automation for the integration or build stage. Now let's talk about this.
Hello everyone, sorry to disturb you. I am sure you guys are enjoying our GitLab course. If you want full access of this course having 83 videos, you can enroll it from our portal. First 100 students will get special discount. There is some limitation on YouTube. We are unable to give you support. But once you become our community member, our instant support is included, lifetime updation, completion certification, and additionally, weekly lifetime live session with our expert Bhavesh Atal. We want to improve your skills anyhow, so that's why we added 5 projects as well. We are also available on Udemy. Still, you have any doubts, any queries, you can contact me on my personal number. Thank you.